Hi everyone, this is Brian Hayes and welcome to Volume 2 in our series on building embouchure strength for wind instrument players. Today I want to introduce you to this fascinating little device. This is put out by a company in America called Warburton, and they call this the P.E.T.E. P-E-T-E. The Personal Embouchure Training Exerciser. It's a fantastic little tool, and it really is the only way that I've found to exercise your embouchure muscles in the direction of having your lips being able to withstand pressure being pushed out. The other exercises that we've looked at looks at developing the strength to hold an instrument mouthpiece in your mouth, or to hold an aperture if you're playing a brass instrument, or the flute, to be able to hold an opening in your lips. But those exercises don't deal with the issue of, on any wind instrument other than the harmonica, the vast majority of wind instruments require us to blow air out of our mouth, not to suck air back into our mouth to produce a tone. And the harmonica or the mouth organ is a really good example where it requires both. On the harmonica you actually have to blow some notes out and you suck air in to play other notes. But if we rule out any instrument that requires a sucking of air in to produce a tone, all wind instruments, when we play them, give us the challenge of not letting our lips blow out. So as we're pushing air, and in some instruments and in some cases quite strongly and quite hardly out through our lips, we've got the challenge to not let our lips just collapse with the force of that air coming out of our mouth. And this is where this little device, this simple little, in essence, a button with a stick stuck on it, really can help. The idea is you put that button end in your mouth, sitting at the front of your teeth, not behind your teeth. So in between your teeth and your lips. And what you try and do is you try and pull that button out from your lips with your hand while your lips are trying to hold it in. Now let me just show you the basics of the exercise first, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay, so you can see what I've done there. I've rested this against my teeth. I've closed my lips around it, and it's a very narrow little stem there, so it's about the opening of a trumpet embouchure. The aperture in there, very small when you wrap it around. And then with my hand, it's a tug-of-war game. It's a tug-of-war game between your hand trying to pull that device out of your mouth and your lips and your whole face muscles, your embouchure muscles, resisting the strain of that hand trying to pull it out. Now, the real trick with any isometric exercise is not how often you do it, and not how heroic you try to be with how hard you compress your muscles when you're doing it. My experience is the real trick is how long you put your muscles under that strain. I recommend you just get a stopwatch. In this case, I'm just using a clock on my mobile phone. You can use a metronome set to 60 beats a minute or a Google stopwatch. And I've got the best results out of this exercise by doing it once a day and holding the pressure for 10 seconds. So I'll show you what I mean. And that's it. That's that isometric exercise finished for the day. I've found I get no more benefit if I do that 100 times or 5 times or 50 times. I get no more benefit if I try that compression for 60 seconds instead of 10 seconds or 5 seconds instead of 10. For me, the magic number's 10, and I recommend that's where you start. Now, you'll notice even though I was pulling quite hard, my embouchure could hold that button within my lips. If I really pulled, I could force that out of my mouth, but that's only going to strain your muscles. It's not about trying to win Mr. Universe with the strength in your face. It's just to give your muscles in your face a workout in a way that there really is no other way other than clocking up hours and hours and hours of playing your instrument, where your lips learn to resist the outward pressure of the air that's being shot through your mouth. Now, that applies whether you're playing the trumpet or the flute or the clarinet or the saxophone. If we're playing the flute, you see my bottom lip there moving a little bit as the air's being pushed out. If my bottom lip just collapsed and did that, well, I can't play the flute. Okay, so I'll just go over it again. The Warburton P.E.T.E, P-E-T-E. This is just made out of plastic. They're not overly expensive. Some people say, oh, I don't want to pay whatever it is, $30 or $40 for one of these. I'll make my own. I'll get a button and I'll super glue a drinking straw to it or something. Good on you. Do it. I'd personally just buy one of these little devices, support the industry that's making good tools for wind instruments. But all you really do need is a button and a stem, something that you can, a button of about that size. You see there the size of that button, probably, 1.5 centimetres in diameter. And something that you can pull that button out of your mouth. So just one more time, I'll go through the exercise. I won't hold it for the 10 seconds, but I just want you to notice how many muscles in my face are engaged when I put some pressure and force my face muscles, my embouchure muscles, to resist the pull of my hand. Just have a look at my overall face muscles. Okay, it's not just around the centre of the lips where the tug of war game is. It's out here in the corners. It's down here on your chin. It's up here under your nose. Our wind instrument embouchure is not just our lips. It's our whole muscle structure in our face. And this is a fantastic little workout. Do it for 10 seconds a day. And if you find that you get a little bit sore by doing it for 10 seconds, do it 10 seconds every second day, every other day. Don't try it for a week and say you're getting no benefit from it. Try it for 3 months. Try that exercise every day or every other day for 3 months. And yes, I'll repeat it again, 3 months. Then make your mind up whether you think that's helping you or not. My experience is it certainly helps me greatly. And students that I've worked with also find that it tones up their muscles. And if you're not in a position to practice 3 or 4 hours a day, it gives your face a workout in the downtime when you haven't got that instrument on your face or in your mouth. Okay, I hope that's been of some interest to you. I'm sure if you get yourself a P.E.T.E and put in the time, 10 seconds a day, do it for 3 months, I think you'll be really happy with the improvement in your playing, your endurance, and just your overall enjoyment and confidence when you're playing a wind instrument. As always, keep in touch via my website. That's www.brianhayes.biz. Drop me an email if you have any fundamental questions about isometric exercises for wind instrument playing. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the easiest way to keep up to date with all of the latest videos as I post them for the many instruments that I play and teach. Bye for now.